Take a walk down the power tool aisle of any big box store today, and you'll notice a trend. Everything's made of cheap injection molded plastic. And it's not just one or two companies doing it, it's become the industry standard, even for top brands. But back in 1952, when this catalog was published, power tools were built like tanks, and they were good looking too. And companies who made these tools truly cared about their customers. But we're not just talking about offering a product guarantee. To truly understand just how much Porter Cable cared about their customers, later in the video, we'll take a closer look inside this flyer to see just how far they were willing to take things. But first, let's dive into this catalog. The 1950s was one of the most special eras in handheld power tool manufacturing. And when you read through the pages of this catalog, it really shows. These days, Porter Cable tools are considered lower-end entry-level tools for DIYers. But I'm not here to talk on the quality of the tools that they're selling today, but rather highlight what I believe to be one of the greatest tools that they ever produced: the Speedmatic portable belt sander. It was a work of art. This was made in an era where companies truly took pride in their tools. They understood that the look of the tool spoke to the quality of the manufacturing and functionality, and that when their customers looked at this and held that tool in their hand, the value would immediately become transparent. But to really understand what makes this sander so legendary, you have to take a look at the operating and maintenance instructions. This beast is powered by a heavy-duty universal motor built for continuous punishing work. But the real magic is the drive system. Porter Cable pioneered the use of worm drive gears in their sanders for maximized torque, making them really shine in the heavy load applications. And as we flip over to the exploded parts diagram, you get a true sense of the level of engineering that went into designing this machine. When they engineered the worm gear mechanism, they didn't stop there. They also incorporated a worm gear chamber with a built-in glass window on the side so you can monitor the lubricant level. And this tool was very heavy, which you might not think is a benefit for a portable tool, but for these sanders, it was a major feature. The manual explicitly tells you not to push down or use any additional pressure. The sheer weight of this solid metal machine is more than enough to do the heavy cutting. You could even pull off the standard tempered steel platen cover and swap it for a graphite-impregnated asbestos pad for extra fine finishing work. Look at the sheer volume of intricate components required to make this sander run. Every single piece is designed to be taken apart, serviced, and rebuilt. You can see the heavy armature, the complex drive pulleys, and the solid metal frame that houses the entire assembly. It's an absolute masterpiece of mid-century mechanical engineering. And if you doubt just how dominant Porter Cable was during this era, take a look at this map of their authorized service stations. This isn't just a handful of local repair shops. It's a massive, nationwide network that proved to their customers that they would be supported virtually anywhere in the country, even extending out to parts of Canada. By the time this manual was printed in 1952, Porter Cable wasn't some new kid on the block trying to prove themselves. As they proudly state right in the manual, they had already been famous for over 40 years as producers of fine machines for professional trades all over the world. For roughly half a century, they had been building an absolute empire on the backs of unkillable tools like this Speedmatic, creating a level of rock-solid brand loyalty that you just don't see anymore today. And now, as promised, we're going to take a look at what I believe to be the centerpiece of this manual. Tucked right inside the front cover was this 4-page flyer, the Porter Cable Great Tool Idea Contest. Today, if a massive corporation runs a contest, it's usually some cheap marketing gimmick asking you to tag 3 friends on Instagram for a free hat. But in 1952, Porter Cable put up a contest where they were giving away $5,000 worth of tools, and the premise of it is absolutely incredible. Right at the top of the following page, they admit something that no modern tool company would ever admit today. They say, Porter Cable feels there must be many new, unusual, or faster ways to use Speedmatic or Guild electric tools that even we, the makers, don't know about. Let that sink in. The engineers who designed the tools were actually listening to blue-collar workers using them. They weren't just compiling market data and sales metrics and trying to come up with the most cost-effective tool that would generate the most sales. They were trying to give their customers exactly what they needed to use their tools successfully. They literally say, "You're the one who's using these tools every day. There's nobody better able to give us the facts than you." And the ideas that these guys were sending in were absolutely wild. Porter Cable lists some of the ones they had already received. People were using these portable sanders to scale fish in a cannery and to dress raw hides. One guy figured out how to use an abrasive wheel on his saw to cut cast iron sewer pipe, and another guy was using his router to groove plastic eyeglass frames for lenses. These craftsmen were taking these tools to the absolute limit. They were pushing them past what the engineers originally intended, and instead of voiding their warranties, the company decided to pay them for their genius. And so, what did Porter Cable offer as a reward? Not a cheap t-shirt. They offered 50 highly valuable tool prizes. If you won first prize, you had your choice of a heavy-duty dustless Speedmatic belt sander, a Speedmatic orbital sander kit, or a Speedmatic saw. Second and third prizes gave you the pick of their massive catalog. Just look at the variety of tools they were producing under the Speedmatic and Guild names back then. You have the Guild router and plane combination, the combo tool shop kit, and even the Guild hedges here for the yard. They were building an entire ecosystem of unkillable heavy-duty machines. This flyer represents a golden age of American manufacturing. It was a time when the gap between the guy in the suit sitting in the corporate boardroom and the guy in the sawdust-covered apron wasn't that wide. The company built a machine that would last a lifetime, and in return, the craftsmen showed the company how to change the industry. And that's the reason why so many of these tools are still around and in perfect working order to this day, even if they happen to be sitting in the corner collecting dust. But the heavy-duty aluminum frame, the precision gears, the Art Deco styling, it's all too expensive for the modern disposable market. They simply will never make a tool like this Speedmatic sander again. And sadly, I don't think we'll ever see a company run a contest quite like this one again. But it makes you wonder. And on that note, if you've made it this far into the video, thanks for sticking around because I have a question for you, and I would love to hear your answers in the comments. If Porter Cable ran this exact same contest today, asking for the most unusual, out-of-the-box way you use your power tools, what would your entry be? Think of the best tool hack or most wild application you've ever pulled off in your shop. Or, better yet, if another one of your favorite tool brands held a competition like this today, what would you tell them? And do you think they would listen? I'm looking forward to reading through your answers. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing for more vintage tool history posted every week. And let me know if there's another vintage tool catalog that you'd like to see featured next.